Today I'm going to teach you a little bit about foreground, middle ground, and background. And we're going to discuss how the three can make a beautiful picture with a wonderful composition. So if you're thinking about what foreground, middle ground, background is, you can probably assume that the middle ground means the middle area of the drawing or the painting. And the background would probably mean that it is in the back, which only leaves one other, which is foreground, which means it's in the front. So in this picture, we have a palm tree and the sand with some shrubs being in the foreground. In the middle ground, we have the ocean with a little shark or dolphin, whichever this one is. And in the background, we have some mountains and the sunset. So today, I'm going to show you how we can draw this picture, recreate it, and then we're going to use watercolor pencils, which are one of my favorites, because they're not messy. You can travel with them. And then the only thing you need after that is some water, paper towels, and some different size paintbrushes, so you can choose what areas you need to use them for. So let's get started. So to start with, you're going to need a Sharpie and possibly a pencil, just in case you want to draw out your scenery before you start using the Sharpie marker. So for now, we need to know where we're going to place the palm tree. So as you can see, it starts about here, and we need to make sure that we're just lightly using the pencil like this. And then we have the sand kind of wavy lines like this. And that's all we need to do to start. So you can see here we have different sections of the palm tree, and that's because palm trees, when they grow in big sections like that, and it gives it a lot more texture. So we're going to start off at the base. And as I'm drawing this base, I'm making these sections a little bit skinnier each and every time. And I can just fix my lines a little bit and connect them. Just like that. What I find is pretty easy is when you're doing this, you just make a line, come back in, make a line, come back in, and then we stop. And now on this side, we're going to make a line, come back in, just like that. You want to make the curved line that goes in the middle to show both sides of the palm tree leaf. And now we're going to do on the other side. We're going to do the larger one. So this one right here. We're going to come in towards the middle using that same technique. Like that. Now we can have another one coming forward. And this one can be shorter because it's actually further away from us. We're going to put one back here. And then I'm going to tuck another one behind this one. So it's going to come up. And it's not going to go as far. And not all of them will have a line because we won't be able to see the line for the ones in the background. Now, this palm tree may look like it's taking up the entire picture, but that's because it's the furthest, it's actually the closest to us. So now we need to make the line for the beach. And we're just going to make this a wavy line that comes off the page. Now we can add the plants. If you want, you can even add a flower. Like that. We'll add some others over here, like this. Okay. And if you really wanted, well, we can do, let's see, maybe our beach blanket is just underneath the palm tree. That'll be fun to color in later. Okay, so now we need to start with doing our background, which will then allow for the middle ground to stand out some more. So as you can see here, the background, there's a solid line that goes through the back behind that palm tree. So you need to decide where you want to put that line. Let's go ahead and I'm going to start it here because that will give me a clear indication of where to start and stop from the palm tree. And you want to stop every single time you hit one of the palm fronds or any part of the palm tree. Because remember, this is in front. So we're going to take this line and stop every time we get to another line from the palm tree. All the way across. And this will be our middle ground. So for now, we're going to make some mountains. Now I've had some people ask me if they can make a volcano. This would be a great area to add a volcano. So maybe your volcano's here. And you can add some lava, and then we can add some smoke. Like that. Now we get to work on the middle ground. The middle ground is going to have some waves in it. And maybe instead of the shark, we can add a boat. Just like that. Wonderful. Now we're ready to start coloring.